Yeah, I think this is kind of, I'm trying to bring it back to your earlier point of just how risky or how much random shit happens in this space. I think you just can't really control a lot of stuff that happens. And I think that's one of the things that, we have to deal with that risk when we are working with early stage projects as a launch pad. And so one of the things that we offer for all of our kind of teams is also all of our users is a buyback protection program. So what effectively we do is give users like a price floor where they can always sell back to the team
Right.
within a certain period of time if they hodl the investment. And I
Yes.
think it creates a lot of really cool economics where users have this peace of mind knowing that their investment won't completely go to zero. But at the same time, project teams have some peace of mind that their users have incentivized hodling rather than forced hodling or some sort of unlock, right? We see so many people trade these different unlocks as well, and I think those are actually much more interesting, kind of quote unquote economic shocks to ecosystems when you have distribution of token to maybe a handful of VCs that may be ready to sell your token.
Mm.
So that's where I kind of see a mixture of some of the logic that we see from these types of macro impacts that in a much more micro sense for these specific project teams that people are really worried about what people do upon unlocks. And that's one thing that we try to be really careful in when we design the tokenomics with project teams that we launch, as well as try and create these types of protections for users so that they don't feel like everything's going to zero and they never have this
No,
incentive
I
to
like that,
panic.
and
So
I like that having that little bit of safety. Obviously, I think it does depend on like the liquidity at hand and like like what the buyback looks like. But I mean, like as a system, I think that gives a retail a little more chance to be feeling safe with their investments.